Groove City, one of the best small towns in America, one of the best places to visit in small town America. All earned and all appropriate titles for the town we're exploring today. Cambridge.
Cambridge is a wonderful small town America where people really care about people. You can get to know everybody on a very intimate level.
That care is evident when you meet the people in Cambridge, passionate about making your life just a little bit better.
I think the goal that is most important to me is that the individual can be the best that they can be for as long as they can be.
Our goal today is to show you just a few of the places that tell of the town's tenacity.
I remember when it was still just an idea, and to look at what we've really accomplished now, I know that our mom is very proud of us and our father is looking down and extremely proud of us.
And take you to some of the spots that contribute to Cambridge's captivating character.
We have the men that meet here at 6 to solve the world's problems.
Launching a career in Cambridge is no problem, and the people who can help you do that have deep roots here.
Well, I grew up in Cambridge.
Perfect.
I am a local. I'm the daughter of a farmer.
Downtime is covered too.
You go over and high five them and say good job, and and they get this big smile on their face, and they're just ecstatic. They have a ball.
For the next hour, we're having a ball in this Delmarva Life small town series, Cambridge.
Welcome to Delmarva Life Small Town Series, Cambridge.
Today we are highlighting the Dorchester County town that sits on the Choptank River.
And we have so much packed into the next hour that we have the whole Delmarva Life team in Historic Studio D.
Yeah, that's right. But before we take you on this exciting journey through Cambridge, let's talk a little bit about its beginnings.
It is the neatest town. Did you know that Cambridge is one of the oldest colonial cities in Maryland? At the time of the English colonization, the Algonquin-speaking Choptank Indians were already living along the river of the same name. No surprise, Cambridge was named after the city and the county in England.
Yeah, and Cambridge became a stop on the Underground Railroad, which had an extensive network of slave houses for slaves escaping to the north. Take a look at this picture. It depicts the night when 28 slaves banded together in 1857 and fled Cambridge plantations, armed and ready for battle if necessary. Now, downtown Cambridge is home to the Harriet Tubman Museum and Education Center. It opened in 1991 and chronicles Harriet Tubman's life and her creation of the Underground Railroad. And I've been to it. I highly recommend it. Of course, not to be confused with the National Park down in the Dorchester County.
Yeah.
In Dorchester County.
I haven't been there yet. I gotta go.
You gotta go.
I gotta go. Gotta go.
Let's go together.
Okay. Date.
We talked about the 1850s, 1860s. Let's move forward a little bit. In the 60s, Cambridge was a center of protest during the Civil Rights Movement as African Americans sought equal access to employment and housing. They also sought an end to racial segregation of schools and other public accommodations. Riots erupted in 1963 and 1967, and the Maryland National Guard was actually deployed to assist with peacekeeping efforts. The Dorchester County Tourism Office has developed a walking tour brochure highlighting key sites during these years.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. I got something interesting for you guys. A little spooky. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Historic High Street is also known as the most haunted street on the entire Eastern Shore.
No.
Yeah. Mindy Burgoyne, the author of Haunted Eastern Shore, at one time organized Chesapeake ghost walks that had to be booked far in advance because they sold out so early. For instance, this photo of a house in the area of Route 50 is logged with the Library of Congress as a haunted house. That's all it says.
That's it?
That's it. That's it. There are stories about soldiers, governors, jilted women, oystermen, eccentric cat lady, dying daughter, slain war heroes, suicidal bankers, murderous merchants, laughing children, and a one-legged sea captain. There are also ghost stories associated with Cambridge homes in the Edward H. Knabb Research Center folklore collection here in Salisbury.
How much money would it take for each of you to spend a night there?
I couldn't do it.
Not enough in the world.
No.
Do it.
You'd do it.
I would do it.
I think I'd do it.
Yeah, why not?
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Yeah, we'd spend all night trying to scare each other. Is what we're trying to do. See that one coming.
You know, driving into Cambridge across the Choptank River, you can't miss the Choptank River Lighthouse. We've all seen it. The lighthouse you see today is only about 8 years old. Now, the original lighthouse was built in 1858 and stood just off of the harbor at Cape Charles, Virginia. In 1921, it was moved to the Choptank near the mouth of the Tredevan River. In 1964, the lighthouse was dismantled. It was the 1980s when efforts were made to build a replica, and that is what you see today. Now, I do know you can spend the night in that lighthouse, or is that lighthouse or the one in St. Michael's?
Wouldn't be nearly as scary, though.
No?
No,
Depends on company.
that's true. That's an excellent point.
I'll go for the
Got a
lighthouse.
good point there. So Cambridge is the home of the skipjack Nathan of Dorchester. It was commissioned July 4th, 1994. Funded by contributions, built by volunteers, the Nathan built to preserve the wooden boat building technology and nautical heritage of the region. The Nathan of Dorchester is the host skipjack of the Choptank Heritage Skipjack Race every fall. One of only 2 remaining skipjack races in the world.
I'd love to ride on one of those during a race. Oh, man. That'd be fun.
And I understand that Long Wharf loads up with people every year to see it.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the Hyatt Regency Chesapeake Bay Resort, Spa, and Marina is a big hub of activity in Cambridge. It rests on the grounds of the former 80-bed Eastern Shore Mental Hospital. The Maryland Economic Development Corporation recognized the potential of the hospital's 364-acre grounds, one of the last undeveloped tracks along the Choptank with stands of virgin forest, open fields, and untouched riverfront. We'll talk a little bit more about the Hyatt later in today's show.
That's right. Pretty amazing place.
That place is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
You guys can stay at the haunted house. I'll stay at the Hyatt.
I'm with you.
All right, good.
All right, good. All right. And so begins our adventure in Cambridge, and this trip just getting started.
Now, our first stop, Katie, is at a place where you're going to sparkle and shine just as soon as you step foot through the door.
That is right. And you're going to want one of everything. We are talking about Thomas's Fine Jewelry on Poplar Street. Beautiful items, yes, but also a family-owned shop that really cares about everyone who stops by to visit. Up next, we will show you why you should do just that.
We're also off to a place where you're treated like family, and in true family fashion, they want their participants to live their best life. We'll show you why every day here is a pleasant day.
And a view like this would make any day pleasant.
Yeah.
Add exceptional service and just about any amenity you can imagine, and you have an experience you won't soon forget. The Hyatt is calling, and we're here to show you why you need to answer.
We'll also meet people who can help you quite literally get on the road to a successful career. And when you're ready for some downtime, there's no shortage of fun in Cambridge. And there's no shortage of food either.
Sounds like and looks like we need to hit the road.
Yes, definitely buckle up for the ride because we are about to take off.
Delmarva Live Small Town Series Cambridge, we're putting into the drive next.
Delmarva Life is brought to you by Peninsula Regional Medical Center, honored to serve the entire Delmarva Peninsula since 1897. The law offices of Tunnel and Razor, Spicer Brothers Construction, Gateway Subaru, and A&A Companies.
Yes, we are fully aware that Christmas is long gone. However, during this show that celebrates Cambridge, we want to point out yet another standout that makes the town so charming, and that's it right there.
This is a Christmas tree made out of crab baskets and buoys. The perfect way to celebrate a big part of what Delmarva and Cambridge is all about. These photos, by the way, were taken by our friend, photographer Jill Jasuda. The tree is about 20 feet high, and it's made up of about 200 crab baskets, and you'll find it in downtown Cambridge at the corner of Race and Gray Streets. Pretty cool. Katie?
It is so cool, you guys. I actually saw that tree while I was out and about, and that is far from being the only unique item in Cambridge that celebrates all things Cambridge. Step inside Thomas's Fine Jewelry and you'll find all kinds of extraordinary pieces, much of it handmade locally and Eastern Shore themed. It's a beautiful spot located right in the heart of downtown, and it's got family at its core. Meet brother and sister duo Thomas and Amanda Robinson, siblings who 4 years ago moved from Philadelphia to Cambridge to open a small jewelry business.
I think a hometown jeweler is almost lost in today's world, so it's nice that we can provide a service like that.
Cambridge had that service with Leadnam's Jewelers, which opened in the late 30s, but its closure in 2014 left a big hole in the community. Thomas's fine jewelry filled that hole in the same space in 2016.
When we came in, the amount of business that we had right off the bat without even getting our name out there really showed that Cambridge needed a full-service jewelry store to shop as well as have things repaired and custom made.
Thomas brings experience and knowledge the people in this area can trust. Before he opened this store, he worked as an apprentice for a jeweler in the city of brotherly love for 10.5 years.
Learn the ropes and learn how to set diamonds and learn how to size rings and then do repairs and make jewelry. So that was the catalyst for this place.
The sky's the limit at this place on Poplar Street. Silver, gold, rings, necklaces, they have it all. And custom is truly their specialty. You dream it, they do it. They dream it, they do it.
My favorite idea would probably be my Little Dipper necklace. It's a crab in a net and it's a necklace. And a lot of people in the area here, you can find them during the summertime on a boat with a net scooping up crabs. So it's a piece that people really relate to and want to wear and they're proud of.
All right, Thomas, I gotta be honest.
Yes.
Never seen anything like this before in my life. Tell me all about it.
Yes, this is our muskrat trap pendant necklace with the dangling muskrat there. And we remake it. We make it in gold and silver here. And it's shown without the muskrat dangling. And our inspiration was the actual 110 muskrat trap that we used to make our prototype model in wax here. And this is what we use for casting through the lost wax casting process to remake in gold or silver or other metals.
And what was the inspiration for it?
The inspiration was the outdoor show that's held down the street in Golden Hill every year. And we created this, given that event.
And how's it selling? Do people love it?
Yes, it's a very popular item and it's neat. We have the castings, we can create this as a pendant, or we could even make a pair of earrings, or we could do it as a bracelet as well.
You think anybody else has ever made anything like this?
No, we scoured the internet. We've looked, to see if we could find this through other vendors pre-made, but we could not, so we made it ourselves.
Well done.
Thank you.
Pop in for a peek and here's what you can expect. A warm greeting from Amanda, who will enthusiastically help you find what you're looking for.
They say, wow, you're so excited to show me these things, and I really am. It really makes me happy to show off kind of the collection that we've built here.
She does a lot of counter work, and so do I, but I do a lot of the repair work and custom work and the bench work.
Certainly a team that works. A team Mom and Dad can be proud of.
I remember when it was still just an idea, and to look at what we've really accomplished now, I know that our mom is very proud of us and our father is looking down and extremely proud of us.
A sibling bond as solid as gold and one that shines like a diamond.
The first 18 years of his life, wasn't too fond of him, and then I woke up one day and I was like, you know what? I think you're okay. And we've been great ever since.
Their connection will continue to charm the Cambridge community, and their pieces polish its people. And with Valentine's Day just days away, both Thomas and Amanda say, come on in. You guys, they're excited about a necklace they have for Valentine's Day. It's a heart made out of 2 fish hooks. Again, locally inspired. Kind of cool, huh?
I like that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like it a whole lot.
And of course, for more information, just visit our website, thewhoeverlife.com.
Take a look at that. Doesn't that look like a whole lot of fun? And this is just a small part of a typical day for many people in Cambridge.
Our next stop today is Pleasant Day Medical Adult Daycare, a place where participants truly are treated like family and a place that allows those participants to remain independent for as long as possible.
And Corey, you stopped by to see how they do that.
Yes, guys, this is not your typical medical adult daycare. It's on top of medical supervision and care. We're talking door-to-door transportation, day trips, nutritional meals, arts and crafts, pet therapy, and that is just the beginning.
When it comes to our parents or older loved ones, we dread the day when they may not be able to be left home alone. However, there are facilities that can help. Pleasant Day Medical Adult Daycare is a medical facility that can care for your loved ones during the daytime hours when you could use a little help.
I think the goal that is most important to me is that the individual can be the best that they can be for as long as they can be.
Missy LeCompte, the activities coordinator, makes sure that our loved ones are not only staying safe, but also having fun.
I work very hard at putting together a calendar, and I usually do it about 2 months in advance of when we need it, so that I can put games and motivational speakers and pretty much everything together so that when the month starts, it's ready. Every day we have something. We have sensory awareness, we have motivational speaking, we have physical exercise, and we usually do a game and a craft.
Sometimes individuals have limits to their physical abilities, and Missy has a solution. It's called therapeutic recreation.
It's adapting activities of daily living, games, pretty much anything that you do, and adapt it to the individual's needs, no matter the cognition impairment or the physical impairment. But everybody has the right to do the same game.
The types of entertainment are endless, from bringing back memories to rocking out with your peers.
We go to the soda room and have an old-fashioned soda. In the breakfast room, we have band with Mike Elzy.
One big question: what about our furry friends?
Pets are allowed. We are a member of the Pets on Wheels, and once a month the group comes in with their dogs, and we also have a cat that lives here, Myrtle, the therapy cat.
Aside from fun activities, Pleasant Day Medical Adult Daycare does keep up on our loved ones' medical needs.
You need to have a medical order from a doctor and an appropriate diagnosis in order to come. Based on the participant's need, we go from there. If it's high blood pressure, we monitor that. If they're diabetic, we help with their finger sticks. There's a lot of health education that goes on and a lot of coordination of care that we do. It's more of a personal care as opposed to just in the box.
And when sitting down with Executive Director Jackie Vickers, she makes it her goal to ensure participants' busy schedules are accommodated.
We have transportation services, which means we can pick you up in the morning, take you home at night, take you to appointments, and it's all wheelchair accessible.
You may wonder why a medical adult daycare is preferred over a caregiver.
Well, a caregiver is marvelous, but you don't get you don't get to be with your peer group. You don't get the interaction. You're sitting with one person all day.
If you're interested in taking advantage of the many benefits of medical adult daycare, you'll be pleased to know it's not difficult to get started.
It's very easy. Talk to your doctor, talk to your friend, or call us, and we will get you started. We also offer a free day visit to see if you like it.
And after my visit to Pleasant Day Medical Adult Daycare, I can see why so many people enjoy this Cambridge treasure.
We could go on and on about the services offered at Pleasant Day Medical Adult Daycare, but don't lose sight of the fact that it is a medical adult daycare, meaning they offer services such as restorative walking, lab draws, vital signs, wound care, respiratory treatments, and more, all under the direct supervision of registered nurses. You can read more on delmarvalife.com.
Okay, so far you've only caught a glimpse of what Cambridge has to offer. So take your list and add world-class resort, because that's the kind of experience you get when you stay at the Hyatt Regency Chesapeake Bay Golf Resort Spa and Marina. Just one look at this place and you are blown away.
And it's a spot the whole family can truly enjoy. Katie's going to treat us to a tour.
Total acres, 342. Number of rooms, 400. Amount of memories made here at the Hyatt Regency Chesapeake Bay Golf Resort Spa and Marina, countless.
I think people have a special bond with our resort. They come here with their family, get away from the hectic lives that we all live.
They do so in and around this breathtaking building that sits along the Choptank River. The spot quickly became a crown jewel in the city of Cambridge after opening in 2002. With activities aplenty, mom, dad, and kids can enjoy themselves from sunup to sundown.
It feels like a wonderful cruise ship because you have things to do in all different nooks and crannies and places.
Dad can get his golf game on outside while mom treats herself to a spa sesh. The kids can splish splash the day away in the pool, and then the family can enjoy dinner together at Water's Edge Grill or Blue Point Provision Company when in season.
You can really come as you are and have a nice time as a family and not have to worry about putting on a sport coat or a tie.
Don't let the squad miss the nightly grand fireplace lighting after that. that.
You can go out and roast some s'mores and sit out by the fire, and it's such a wonderful environment to do that.
And that's just one day.
We can really be everything that you want in a full-service, world-class resort right here in Maryland.
You can see just how relaxing and peaceful it is out here, and Joel says a lot of guests are surprised that it's located so relatively close to the city, but when you're here, you feel so far away.
One thing that we hear all the time is, my goodness, it doesn't feel like we're on the eastern shore of Maryland anymore. People walk into our lobby, see the wow of the Choptank River, drive down the front drive and see deer and wild turkeys and cross the old wooden bridges, and it just feels really great when you arrive on property that you've really come somewhere very, very special.
Special like the community it sits in. General Manager Joel Bundy is as excited for guests to experience Cambridge as he is the hotel. First, the people.
Cambridge is a wonderful small town America where people really care about people. You can get to know everybody on a very intimate level.
And also the place.
Because there is a lot to do, and we enjoy having people eat in our restaurants, and our culinary team does a wonderful job, but we really want people to get out and experience downtown Cambridge because it really just does have so much to offer.
They can both live the area and learn about it.
We want to try and bring a lot of education about the eastern shore of Maryland, from oyster and aquaculture to crabbing. We really want to try and bring all of the things that Dorchester County has to offer into the life of our resorts.
A resort that's unforgettable for so many reasons. Its grandeur topping that list.
People walk in to our lobby and a child's eyes light up and says, wow, right when they walk in, because it's stunning.
Stunning, splendid, and set up for non-stop satisfaction.
It's where memories are created all day long.
Memories made in a day that will last a lifetime.
And Joel says the Hyatt's busy season is spring break through Thanksgiving, which means now is a great time to visit if you want a quiet stay.
That's what I like.
Yeah,
That's what I like.
Yeah. Well, before the wheels on the bus go round and round or the big rigs head eastbound and down, it's imperative that the drivers are deemed safe. That means they're healthy, and to do that, they head to Cambridge. 102.5 WBOC's Corey Phoebus explains.
To a lot of people, sharing the road with big trucks can be intimidating. To our kids riding in the back seat of the car, they can be a source of entertainment. But to all of us, they're the lifeblood of our existence, delivering food to our grocery store shelves and the gas for our cars. So it's good to know that the people who drive these behemoths get checked out by people like Lisa Marshall of Cambridge DOT.
DOT physicals are required for commercial drivers. These include bus drivers, tractor-trailer drivers, those pulling trucks with trailers, hauling lawnmowers or large equipment. Any gross vehicle weight over 10,000 pounds, you need a DOT physical in order to drive it. Not only for the driver's safety, but for the safety of others on the roads.
Sure. The state requires these physicals to be done regularly.
If that physical expires, if their DOT medical card expires, then those commercial drivers will lose their license. They will either get suspended or their license will get downgraded. So it's very important that they keep their DOT physical up to date.
Not just any health provider can give DOT physicals. The Federal Motor Carrier Administration requires providers like Lisa to be certified.
When you come in for your DOT physical, we do normal physicals, physical components including blood pressure, height and weight, checking your sugar.
Just to make sure that you're an all-around healthy individual.
Correct.
And when you first walk into Cambridge DOT, you're greeted by the lovely office manager. This is Courtney. Courtney, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well. So what is it that you do here?
Well, I set up the appointments for our drivers and I fill out all their information so that way they don't have to wait.
So this is like a super convenient way to help people get in and get out.
Yes, yep, I fill out everything, make sure that they have their license, any medical information, and that way it makes it quick and easy for Lisa to do their exam.
Now, when it comes to getting the medical card, what do you do with that?
Well, Lisa will fill out their information, and after the physical, they'll go ahead and she'll sign off everything, fax it over to the NVA. She will make them a laminated card. And if there's any problems through the MVA, or if any of our drivers have any questions or concerns, then they give me a call.
Yeah, it's you.
And then we go from there. And I usually straighten out everything so that way our drivers don't have to deal with it.
One of the hardest things that I hate about having a card that expires, like your license or permits or things like that, is that you never know that they expired. It just kind of, time gets away from you.
Well, luckily I have a whole list, and I call you at least a month in advance to let you know that, hey, your DOT is expiring and you need to get in here.
Take a deep breath in now. Oh.
So why is it that you decided to open a place in Cambridge?
Well, I grew up in Cambridge.
Perfect.
I am a local. I'm the daughter of a farmer who has to have a CDL medical physical every 2 years, and understand the importance of keeping the drivers on the road, keeping them healthy, and keeping their medical cards up to date.
All right, Lisa, thank you so much for talking with me today.
Thank you.
Yet another person from Cambridge who truly cares about their community. Back to you.
And you don't have to worry about parking your big truck at Cambridge DOT. They have ample parking space. Time to really get the ball rolling on Talking Family Fun in Cambridge. Now, if we said the words bowling alley, what do you picture?
Maybe a dated facility with some old pictures of pins on the walls and pizza and greasy fries.
Well, Choptank Bowling Center is so much more than that. State-of-the-art equipment, breathtaking Dorchester County photos, and a menu that's more than appetizing are just a few of the qualities that make this place something special. The alley got quite a makeover a few years ago. Katie takes us inside.
The Choptank Bowling Center in Cambridge is anything but your average alley. Step inside and see that the ball's not all that's striking. So is what Monica and Bob Russell have done since taking the place over in 2013.
So we had a lot of work to do to get it up and going again, and actually get it to be a more family-friendly atmosphere here.
According to Monica, it's been around since the early 60s, but has changed hands a few times. Soon after these two took over, they joined 4,000 other bowling spots across the U.S. and entered a contest for a $100,000 makeover. And they won.
I mean, it was perfect timing, and it was unbelievable that we could even win something like that, you know. And you never think that you're going to be the winner of anything, let alone a $100,000 bowling center makeover. So that was crazy.
That's why you'll notice special touches like the Dorchester County photos by pro photographer Dave Harp. It's certainly a spot that all people can come and enjoy their experience from start to finish.
From the time that you can walk practically till, you know, you can be any age.
They'll accommodate all special needs or handicaps too. A great place for fun and food. When it comes to the kitchen, Monica is a whiz and has been for years. Upon her ownership, she wanted her menu to stand out above the rest, and that it does.
We're not your typical bowling center fare. We have hand-tossed pizza, fresh ground hamburger patties. I make a shrimp salad. It's not on our menu, but I make it for a special with large, really succulent shrimp. I do a lot of homemade soups. We brine our chickens, we make chicken salad from scratch. We do hand-cut fries, kind of like your boardwalk fries.
Paul's Pub, it's called, named after Monica's late son, an avid bowler gone far too soon.
He was killed in an automobile accident in 2005. And he used to bowl here with our other sons, and it just kind of felt like a fitting thing to do.
The combination of delectable dining and an awesome activity make this an optimal place to host an event, be it a birthday bash, a fundraiser, maybe even a company get-together. In-house catering and a few lanes for the group, the perfect party.
That's a great thing too, because most Christmas parties, what do? You sit there, you eat, and you talk, and that's it. So incorporating the bowling with it makes it a lot of fun.
If you really want to get in the game, Choptank Bowling Center has leagues throughout the week and a youth program on Saturday mornings. Watching the youngsters develop their skills is something Monica very much enjoys, especially when they get that first strike.
You go over and high-five them and say good job, and and they get this big smile on their face, and they're just ecstatic. They have a ball.
All right, so my bowling skills are basically non-existent. but I'm about as competitive as they come, so let's see if anybody wants to go head to head. Ooh! You know how Monica was saying the kids get excited when they get that first strike? Maybe it looked something like this. And when the gutter balls come, and come they will, Monica's best advice is to not give up.
Practice, practice, practice. The more you practice, the better you're gonna get.
After all that bowling, I have worked up quite an appetite. This should be enough. I'm gonna dig in and send it back to you guys in the studio.
A lot of food there. Monica says in the future she hopes to expand the place. She's also hoping to start open mic nights soon. I wonder if Katie will take part in those.
I'll bet you she will.
Probably will.
You're driving along Route 50 and there is no chance signage like this isn't going to get your attention.
Oh no, because you know this is what's inside. Bay Country Bakery and Cafe has been generating goods for this community for decades. And you can't blame us for making this one of our stops in Cambridge, right?
So let's see what Katie learned.
Oh, hey Katie, how are you? I'm great, Tina, how are you?
I'm well, thank you.
I'm dying to try your donuts.
Oh, awesome. You know what? You should totally come in today and check it out.
I think I just might. Mind if I pull around?
No, awesome.
All right, I'm going. Let's go. Glazed and glistening, powdered to perfection, sprinkled sugary sweet. One look inside the pastry case at Bay Country Bakery and you'll be swooning.
It melts in your mouth. Yeah, when 6 a.m. when we open up and the first people to get their donuts, they're always smiling.
David and Gina Levy have created those satisfied smiles for more than 20 years. They bought Bay Country Bakery back in 1999, and it's been a rich ride ever since.
It is true food is love. So people have a connection with the place and the donuts. So I think just that and seeing people, it's like an extended family.
That love Gina's talking about comes in all kinds of shapes, textures, and flavors. Donuts, pastries, breads, cakes, cookies, all homemade here in-house.
A little bit of flour. And send it through the machine.
David does the majority of the work with the dough.
I'm one of those people that if I can understand things better if I'm touching it and creating it.
His creating process starts long before the sun comes up.
My day starts at 1:30 in the morning. Alarm goes off. I have a cup of coffee on my ride in. Have another cup of coffee when I get here. Waiting for the fryers to get warm.
Gina's dexterity is in the decorating.
Speed is everything, and consistency, and a neat product.
All right, we're back here in the production area now where Gina's gonna show me the dipping and finishing process.
Yes.
This looks fun.
This is the most fun, I would think, out of all this donut world.
Oh, that looks
So
good.
we're gonna just do some chocolate and sprinkles.
Yeah.
Probably one of the most popular donut we do.
smells amazing.
The kids and the big kids love these. So we're gonna stir our chocolate up and we'll give it a nice stir. Then we're gonna take one of our donuts and we're gonna throw it in there, okay? Don't be scared.
All right.
And then we're gonna pick it up, give it a little scrape, and then we're gonna dip it in our sprinkles, shake them, and then put them down. Just
All
like
right.
that. Very
You nailed
easy.
it.
You can do it.
All right, here we
All
go.
right, ready? Okay.
Ready for this? Give it a little stir.
Give it a little stir.
All right, stir it right up. Okay. How's that? It's
That
good?
looks good.
All right. Which one do I want to take? I'm gonna go with this one. This one looks
Okay.
solid. I'm just gonna
Okay.
do that toss that you did.
Cool. Good job.
All right.
Then you're gonna pick it up and just give it a little scrape on the side there. There you go.
How's that?
That looks good.
Oh! Get.
Uh-huh.
I want a lot of this.
So a little shake.
Shake.
Waste not, want not. You don't want to waste any of our sprinkles.
Look
There
at
you
that. Yum. Do you ever want to eat these while you make them?
go. Not 4 in the morning.
Bay Country Bakery goes beyond being a stop for decadent delights, however. It's also a spot for folks to get together and catch up.
We have the men that meet here at 6 to solve the world's problems. We have a couple ladies groups. We have a great group it's the graduating class of South Dorchester. I don't know what year, I'm sorry everyone, but they meet here once a month, every Saturday.
And we all know a good photo op will attract the younger, social media driven crowd.
They like doing selfies in front of the donut wall too. So.
Providing that place for both young and old is a special way for these two to be connected to the Cambridge community they know and love.
It just felt like home since the day I got here.
David and Gina were in their 20s when they bought the bakery. Neither imagined they'd still be doing the donut deal decades later, but they are, and they're doing it wonderfully.
We're still here, and we're still married.
Oh, that's great.
I always throw that, I was like, oh, we're still married.
Sweet stuff, in more ways than one. Bay Country fills Cambridge with flavor and will continue to into the future.
Katie also asked Gina what her favorite donut is. She said it's chocolate iced with coconut.
David also says of everything that he makes, he loves his multigrain sourdough bread. I think we're gonna have to take a road trip.
Yeah.
I think so.
To Cambridge.
Oh my goodness.
You guys, I'm not gonna be able to stop thinking about those donuts.
That's the whole reason you go to the beautiful town of Cambridge.
Well, there was many reasons.
Like the Hyatt is jaw-dropping.
Loved the Hyatt.
Yes.
Loved it.
With the
Incredible.
donuts.
But there's donuts.
Pleasant Day was so much fun. They fed me lunch. And now you want to just go for the
Did you get donuts?
No, I did not.
Well, see.
Neither did we, because she didn't bring any back.
That's right. What happened with that?
I don't know where they went.
So we got another great show for you tomorrow. Valentine's Day is the day after tomorrow, so we've got a few ideas for last-minute gifts.
And Katie, again, great job on the show.
Yeah.
Corey, great job on the show. And I know a lot of people will be heading to Cambridge after seeing it.